Gonna happen to the mulligan. It's gonna be Sushi versus 80 firevlam.
Yeah, and there we go. And firevlam started off with the shaman into the temple warrior of Sushi. Yeah, and if there is a deck that can beat that shaman, it has to be the warrior though. But Sushi doesn't pick up the right cards. He doesn't have that Fiery War Axe. That's the card you're looking for against that shaman. But firevlam has that coin totem golem, so even though if Sushi picks up that War Axe, it's not gonna kill up that totem golem.
Well, the hand of firevlam looks really good for a flying start. That armor smith, you definitely don't want to play into that totem golem here, and if he does, it gets abusive sergeant straight away. But does he do it for tempo?
Yeah, he can actually do it though. He can just go for like a slam next turn and then trade the armor smith into it. But he cannot know that firevlam runs that abusive sergeant to trade off. So Sushi is looking for that whirlwind or that execute now. Doesn't find, but he has that Harrison Jones, and we see already that Doomhammer in the hand of firevlam. So this is gonna be spectacular.
Yeah, it's going to be spectacular. He's definitely going to play at Harrison Jones after the Doomsayer, and it doesn't matter if you overdraw a little bit, but he's going for. Wow!
Oh, and there's the rescue. That's going to be really important for next turn.
I was about to say, if he slams the ghoul, he has to pick up the whirlwind effect, and he does.
But there's still that Pharaoh Spirit, but that Pharaoh Spirit is not contesting that ghoul at all. Wow, this is gonna be an insane match. Ravaging Ghoul, but the fun thing is, like, firevlam is probably... Oh wow, that's a good pickup. Now you can go for Tunnel Stroke, Lightning Bolt, play perfectly on curve. And then he's actually pretty back in the game. I don't even think that Harrison Jones is doing that much, actually.
Yeah.
There's so many bursts in the hand of firevlam, so I even think Sushi can already die in a few turns.
Yeah, it can go pretty fast against Shaman. Even without the Doomhammer, those two lava bursts, yeah, they're gonna threaten the life total of Sushi. And if he plays a Tunnel Truck with the Lightning Bolt, let's see, then he has, for the next turn, he does 2, he's on 22. And he has...
Yeah, firevlam is probably considering that if I go for Tunnel Truck Lightning Bolt, I cannot play the Doomhammer next turn, but... And Sushi must be really sad about that, because he really wants to see that Doomhammer coming out, especially with that Harrison Jones now. And Sushi must be like, look at my hand! I have like the Varian, Melkrow, Karen, and the Harrison, all cards that cannot do anything with that. Yeah, maybe even have to play that Harrison Jones as a tempo play, but when he see the turn after the Doomhammer coming out, he's not gonna be happy about that.
No, that Harrison Jones. Do you even Lava Burst Harrison Jones? I believe you just go face with the Lava Burst as well.
Yeah, definitely. You go full face now. You have so many bursts in hand, and there's no heal for Sushi and no town at all. So this is going to be over in a few turns if firevlam decides to go full face, and we know from firevlam he's really aggressive. If you
ask firevlam where the place is, he will tell you the face. The face is the place.
Yeah, they should make a new button on the map for firevlam. The button all face, so he doesn't have to swing all his minions one by one.
But yeah, wow, he goes for the Ravaging Ghoul. And let's see what firevlam draws into. Wolf Rider.
A Wolf Rider, but I think you just go for that Lava Burst. But you can also decide to go for Wolf Rider. You already saw 2 Ravaging Ghouls, so there's a chance there's no third Whirlwind effect. There's actually a pretty big chance. And also when you go for the Wolf Rider now, you can actually go for the Doomhammer next turn.
Yeah, you definitely can. And the Wolf Rider is it's a signature card of firevlam.
He plays in every deck.
So yeah, has to think about this one a little bit.
You can also decide to trade with the Wolf Rider and go for face for 6, but I still think you just go for the Lava Burst face. It's like, it's 7 damage, because you get 2 damage extra on the Tunnel Truck, so you do 7 and 6, it's 13 damage, so you put him on 11, so next turn will be lethal with the Lava Burst again to the face.
Yeah, if you cannot remove the full board, so Sushi will be hoping to find another Whirlwind effect.
Yeah, but he already played 2, so there's only 1 Whirlwind left in the deck. There's There are not a lot of Temple Warriors running double Whirlwinds. And that's not doing it. But he can go for that
Battle Rage.
Battle Rage into Execute, maybe. Into Execute Blood to Ike or something like that.
Oh,
and there's the Execute.
Wow, you called it!
I called it! We called it, Mark. We called it. Wow! That's ridiculous, because if Fireflam decides to go for Harrison now, there is a slight chance Sushi can come back from this because of those two draws. Oh, but there's the Rock Biter!
Alright, so now you go Wolf Rider.
No, you go Lava Burst.
Yeah, you go Lava Burst. Yeah,
Because
yeah.
when you go Lava Burst, you cannot play Doomhammer Rock Biter next turn because you will be overloaded for 2.
So Sushi can survive for one more turn. Maybe two.
He can actually survive one more turn, so that's really good for him because he really wants to play that Harrison Jones into the Doomhammer. But will we still have enough life points for the Lava Burst to survive the Lava Burst?
That was such a sick draw.
Oh, that Rock Biter is so... Firefly must be like, how am I gonna do this? How am I gonna sequence this 100% correctly so I don't lose this now? Oh, Blood of Brain, such a huge pickup.
It would be insane if he comes back into the game. He has to armor up.
No, he doesn't have to.
No, he doesn't have to. Well...
You can go for Blood Off into Acolyte, but... There is a chance... You already saw like one Lava Burst, so the chance he's gonna get bursted down is actually pretty small. He also saw one Lightning Bolt. He saw already... Yeah, he saw one Lightning Bolt and saw one Lava Burst. So what's the chance you're gonna get burst down from 10 to 0? That's so small.
What can remove your chant here? It's Hex. But I don't believe Firefly
a list like
plays
this
Hex.
doesn't run Hex.
No, it doesn't. So
Maybe Earthshock, but that's also a card you don't see that often anymore. And now, if Fireflam decides to go for Doomhammer here,
but he cannot remove the Blood of Brave with the Doomhammer. He has to swing twice.
what he can do is actually play Doomhammer, hit it once, and go Argent Squire, and then next turn he can go like Lava Burst the Blood Off, and then go Doomhammer Rock Biter to the face for 10 damage.
That might be his strategy, but he doesn't know Harrison Jones is waiting for him, and that Argent Squire is gonna give a draw.
That sounds
Sushi.
But that Execute Blood to Iker, that was ridiculous, man.
Why were you telling me that this match wasn't exciting? It's pretty exciting.
Yeah, it's already pretty exciting. It's so close. And we were like, look at the head of Sushi. He can never ever win this game. And then he dropped like the 3 perfect cards in a row. And now that Harrison Jones is gonna give him, I think, all the cards he was looking for. Maybe the double Armor Smith into the last Whirlwind effect. Oh, this is gonna be... And as we know from Fireflam, he's roping till the end. And there is the Doomhammer.
And he swings it even.
Is he gonna? Yeah, he's gonna swing it once, like I said, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And there we go. That belongs in the museum. Harrison Jones taking that Doomhammer, but Sushi's gonna overdraw though.
A little bit. Finds that Blood to Icar even, and
Oh, Blood to Iker more. Blood to Iker into Armor Up seems pretty good here.
yeah.
He's gonna even overdraw one more. Oh no, he is next turn with that Acolyte. Yeah, and now Firefly must be like,
What?
what did just happen?
Oh man. So I'm thinking about right now is how Fireflam has to find the burst. And
He needs the second Doomhammer.
Yeah.
He needs the second Doomhammer. Then he can still win this. But it's gotta be really difficult though. And that's not what he was looking for.
wow, so it's 13 damage on the board here for Sushi
Yeah, and he has double Corkroll in hand.
and a rag.
So he's on 21, so that's a little bit off lethal here. Can he actually pick something up that wins in the game? No, right? There's no Gramage lethal, he doesn't have an activator for that. Firefly must be like, what did just happen?
Yeah, the game totally turned around. And yeah, are there comebacks possible in Hearthstone? Yeah, they are. Yeah, he had to remove that much damage. 3 War Axe, not that big of a deal to lose. So yeah, you can go double Corcoran and draw another card as well.
Let me see. You can also decide to play a little bit more safe. You want to remove everything, and you want to armor up every single turn. Fireflam has only 1 card in hand, so there's no way he's gonna deal 14 damage with 2 cards in hand. He's gonna even draw more. And there's the Whirlwind. Is he gonna use it actually? Not yet, right? Ooh. Can Sushi get punished by not removing it? Ah, probably not, right? Yeah, this is game over. There's no way Fireflam.
This game turned around so insanely. I was feeling it. Fireflam is doing it. There's a Shaman going face, but like you said, Warrior can win it. And he had the perfect draw. He drew. Wow. He drew
the Execute into the Blood Striker, into the Blood of Brave, and that were like the 3 accept cards he was looking for. And then that Harrison Jones on that Doomhammer. That's ridiculous, man.
Yeah, that was definitely ridiculous. So the first win goes to Sushi, and
what can we say about it? Yeah, I'm still a little bit flabbergasted. Drawing 7 cards and removing the most OP weapon in the game. For 1 card.
It's going great for Sushi, but I believe that Fireflam has a chance to win with that Shaman again. But let's see if he goes for Shaman. Let's see what Sushi decides to go for. So we see the Warlock right now for Fireflam.
We see the Tempo Mage in the hand, in Sushi's hand. We see the Flame Waker, so that signs that it's the Tempo Mage. And we see Fireflam using the Zoo. And as we know, Zoo is actually pretty favored against Tempo Mage, but we saw some really explosive Tempo Mage starts with like a Mana Worm, an insane Flame Waker, but really important is the coin. There's no coin in the hand of Sushi, and I think having the coin as a Tempo Mage gives you like 10% extra win rate.
Yeah, because of the coin gives you, of course, 2 more missiles from that Flame Waker. Can also give you a buff on the Mana Worm, so that spell, even Joxeron gets an extra spell as well. So yeah, the coin right now at Fireflam, so he has to be happy.
You also have a lot of small spells like the Arcane Blast, the Arcane Missile, so you can also make a tempo swing with like the Guild Sorcerer into coin Arcane Blast, removing one of like a Totem Golem or something like that. You can make huge tempo swings with it with the coin on turn 2 or turn 3.
So yeah, Knife Juggler just comes down. He didn't saw anything.
Chusha's, oh wow, that's actually pretty good.
I feel like, do you just go like Arcane Blast to Juggler, right? After this one, or you can also go...
Yeah, you definitely want to remove the Knife Juggler here, so, but the thing is, do you develop the Sorcerers? I think you do. And just blast. You don't play the missiles. You want to play Flame Waker missiles next turn, or even go for Water Elemental. I think Fireflam is just going for that Direwolf Alpha here, or he decides to go for Peddler into Coin Direwolf, so he can develop 2 minions. And if you have 2 minions next turn, that Defender of Arc is going to get a lot of value.
Yeah, it does, but little does he know that a Flame Waker Arcane Missiles is a lot of damage. 5 random damage, but if they hit the right place, then it can be a full removal and a good swing for...
there's the PO.
For Sushi, yeah.
One of the best cards you can get out of the Peddler, and PO is also really good against the Tempo Mage. You can remove that the Water Elemental so easily with that card. Also removing a Flame Waker when it's needed, also pretty important. I think you just go for it. Take the PO, especially with a Forbidden Ritual in hand, spawning all those 1/1s, making valuable trades with that card. Really good.
Goldshire Footman looks so awesome if you are a starting player. You're like, wow, it's a taunt! Taunt is awesome, because if you have a taunt, it will not hit your face, but Goldshire Footman actually is pretty bad.
Yeah, but the longer you play this game, you will go to the point that taunt is cheat, right?
Yeah.
So taunt is great to taunt is cheat in like a year. That's how it works.
Alright, so has 2 options here, Water Elemental, the left or the right one.
Wow.
It goes for the right one.
But it's actually the left one if you look in Sushi's hand, right?
Well, if you're looking from the fireflam's perspective, yeah.
I was literally holding my head upside down to make it the left card.
All right, because you're spectating. Yeah, I'm spectating, of course, from both players' perspective as well.
Yeah.
But you were expecting me to say Flame Waker and Arcane Missiles, but it wasn't.
And there we go. That's what we said before. That PO is so strong.
Sometimes I can still surprise you.
Yeah, you actually can.
Well, and now the Flame Waker Arcane Missiles is super strong.
And there we go. The Flame Strike in the hand of Sushi. That's gonna be so sick later on in the game. But does Sushi decide to go for the Flame Waker here? If it hits all the minions and doesn't go face a single time, he has a full board clear, but... Sushi, he's praying. Face. Oh, that was like the worst jaws ever. And now he has the Crazed Alchemist to remove that Flame Waker so easily.
Well, he had so much luck last game, so right now, a little bit luck to going to Firefly. Well, not luck, it's just skill. Drawing into the Crazed Alchemist. Eventually, it's statistics. So Crazed Alchemist is great for removal here with a Tentacle. But you can still tap as well. Or do you go for 3? Well, I don't feel like Forbidden Ritual.
It looks
right
pretty
now.
good. You already saw the Flame Waker. And you already saw 1 Arcane Missiles. So maybe he's like, I don't have to be really afraid anymore for something like a full board clear. But you still know there's like Flame Strikes in the decks of the Tempo Mages. So maybe you would save the Tentacles for after the Flame Strike. And the water element is so good now. You can just ping off that Direwolf Alpha, yeah, and Fireflame has a pretty good turn here, but that Flame Strike will remove everything. But maybe even Sushi waits 1 more turn with that Flame Strike. He doesn't even have to play it yet.
So now, do you have to? You know that Flame Strike is a possibility. So you're looking at that power overwhelming. Are you going to use it?
You can go for like Argus, PO the Argus minion. Go trade it in, or you just PO and trade your 2 minions in.
Yeah, that looks like a very good play.
Wow.
But Sushi's going to be very happy. No cards left in the hand of Fireflam, and he's going to get so much value out of the Flame Strike.
Yeah, but the question is, do you even Flame Strike here? That's the thing, right? You can also decide to go for like a Drake and wait 1 more turn, be a little bit greedy, but you take too much damage, I guess. Oh, wow. And that's gonna be so good for Sushi when he sees that Dark Iron Dwarf coming out, because next turn he can go for like Drake into Arcane Blast and ping off the 1/1. And then have a full board clear, develop a minion, and then the Frostbolt will deal with the Councilman that's coming next turn.
Have we seen 2 Forbidden Rituals? Because
No, only 1.
yeah, only 1, right? So wow, and there's even Arcane Missile as well. So yeah.
Ooh. Oh, now he can go for Kill Sorcerer into Arcane Blast, dealing 6 damage to that Councilman. But the Dark Iron Dwarf is gonna deal with that Sorcerer though. Oh wow, and that Abusive Charge will even make it a full clear on the Drake. And only leave that Sorcerer up. And even another one. But I think you save 1 Abusive for later on to make a value trade later in the game.
Otherwise, it just gets pinged off, and you don't want that. So yeah, it's gonna go into the Drake, and wow.
Wow, he's even going for it. Yeah.
We might just go. Yeah.
I think it's a little bit too aggressive because now that Arcane Missiles is gonna be so good.
And even Mirror Image is gonna stop the aggression of Fireflam here.
You can also decide to just ping and play Mirror Image, save the Arcane Missiles for the second Flame Waker to get some value out of that. I think you'd rather have an Arcane Missiles than a 0-2 Mirror Image. Oh wow, now he picks up Bran into Argus!
This game is crazy.
That were like the 2 best 2, wow. And there's Joxon.
Okay, if he plays Joxon, it's all yours. So take it away. I want to see some crazy jog. it is the only player, right?
You can wait a little bit longer, play missiles, but I think you just go for it. But the question is, do you attack first?
That's a good one. So, yeah, you only get 4 missiles, and you're removing one of their minions.
There
Here comes
we go,
Jog.
Jog's around. What's the first spell? Hammer of Rav is gonna kill the minion. Oh, it's gonna kill us. 0-2, there we go. Oh, but he's picking up the Cabalist Tomb beneath the grounds. Is he gonna get that 4 force? If he draws 3 in a row, that would be insane. Given me the consecration. What's gonna be the next? Forbidden Rituals for 0. Oh, Frost Nova is insane. What? Whoa, what's this? Is this it?
Yeah, that was it. This is it.
Such a lame job.
That's it. That was Jog. And we find the Gang boss.
But it was actually pretty good. He frees the entire board, so he gets tempo next turn, he gets the Cabalist to him, and he picks up he taps into an ambush. Oh Lord, Fireflam. He must be like, are you kidding me now?
Is this really happening?
But that Cabalist Tomb is gonna be insane if he gets another Flame Strike or even a Frost Nova.
Yeah, he's gonna play the Mana Womb first and then Cabalist Tomb. Let's see what he picks up. It has to be something crazy because this is a crazy match going on right now.
What is it? Polymorph? But I can polymorph the brand.
You can also polymorph the Gang boss.
Yeah, but you want to remove the talent, am I right?
You can do with Nerubian.
Oh wow. But he decides to go for... Oh wait a sec, does he have lethal next turn? If he goes face here? Yeah, he has, right? Put him on 6, yeah, no.
There's another Nerubian.
Wow, that Jogtron was actually really great for Sushi, giving him already 2 of the ambushes. And that's it for Fireflam. And that makes it already 2-0 for Sushi, and then jogs around, turning around the game like it normally does. So far, Judon plays nice DM on himself from Fireflam. That makes it 2-0 for Sushi. And is Fireflam really gonna end up with a 1-6 score?
I don't know, man. This Sushi is pulling things out of his hat. Well, it's the last week. He has to do everything. The entertainment is definitely there.
What a fun game! It's like the most fun game of the evening so far, right?
Yeah, it is. It has been 2 great matches. I hope we're gonna go to 3 more. So it's 2-0 for Sushi.
And now we have the Hunter against the Shaman. Yeah, but actually, if you look at the lineup of Fireflam, he has actually a pretty good lineup against the Hunter. Yes, like the Shaman is pretty good, the Zulok is pretty good, and also the Hunter is like a 50-50, so maybe he's picking his good matchups first and then wins off the 50-50.
Look at that hand of Sushi. He's only picking up 3 drops and 4, so he has well, the thing is, Sushi has to get ahead on tempo and on the board to win this one, but it looks pretty bad if you only have 3 drops. And that's the thing with aggressive decks against mid-range decks. They're just faster. They're just gonna kill you faster. So you're always 1 step behind, and you cannot keep up unless you have a great comeback turn.
Yeah, but Fireflam has the insane hand, right? He has like the Tunnel Trop Coin Argent Squire into the Abusive Sergeant Lightning Bolt. Like, this is like one of the best hands you can draw as a Shaman. The only thing he's missing now is actually the
Totem Golem.
The Totem Golem, yeah. So he could go like for Abusive Lightning Bolt next turn.
He could draw it next turn.
Firefly must be really happy to see that top. Yeah, he's already like, okay, whatever, game over. Yeah, now he sees the second Argent Squire into Abusive.
So if he draws into Doggies.
Yeah, Doggies can make a little bit of a tempo swing, but still Doggies is not doing it. If he plays to Unleash the Hounds, it's only clearing the 2-1, right? So
yeah. Well, you can also
go
clear
for
the 1-1-1.
clear on the 2-1 and the 1-3. So, but still, there are 2 minions on the board, and you lost another turn. I think just playing Grub here is not enough.
Yeah, but if you play Grub, you force Fireflam to trade.
Yeah, but you see the perfect answer in the hand of Fireflame with the Lava Burst, also boosting that Tunnel Troke a little bit. Oh wow, there's even another Tunnel Troke.
So you might even go a Tunnel Truck into
Bolt.
Lightning Bolt and then just trade in your Argent Abusive. That seems fine.
Yeah, that seems actually fine, because then you have the Lava Burst next turn, and then you have a double buff on your Tunnel Trokes, so they will both get 4-3. I think that's even better, right?
Yeah, the only things that Sushi can play on turn 4 is the Wolf, the Houndmaster, or
Kill command on her Tunnel Troke. That's also not something you really want to do, right?
No. But you never know. Sushi might draw into something very special. What is the craziest 4-drop we can think of that you draw into? I have no idea. Yeah, well, maybe he finds a camel, but the camel is not even going to help him. Or is it? Maybe all the 1-drops are gone right now for Fireflam. But he is so far ahead. Sushi had such a bad opening hand, so behind in tempo, and this could be happening all 3 games. He's even going.
Wow, that's so greedy, man. Because when now Unleash the Hound is coming out with like an abusive, then he gets a full board clear. But if he doesn't have it, he wins the game almost next turn already. How many damage does he have next turn? He's like 5 and 8. So that's 13 and 4. 17 damage already for next turn.
I wonder.
And Sushi still has to find a way of dealing with everything.
He definitely has to. Is it? I'm counting. Is it 17 or 16?
17, 8, 13 and 4. 8 and 5.
Yeah.
And always Harbor
Wow.
from Sushi there trading away. And there's the Doom Hammer. Oh wow, he's just toteming because he wants to play Doom. Yeah, I think that's fine. Saving the Lava Burst to maybe clear later on in the game a minion. You're already so far ahead. You don't have to greet with your Lava Burst to the face.
Yeah, this game was over 2 turns ago. Maybe
Yeah,
even 3
already.
turns ago. So, well, yeah, Kill Command, the Tunnel Truck might save you a little bit of time, but
There's even the Wolf Rider again from Fireflam. What is he gonna decide? Is Doomhammer it? Is Doomhammer the player?
Doomhammer is gonna give you 16 damage. The Hunter is on 16 life, so
Yeah.
in 4 turns, you can kill him in 4 turns unless he taunts up.
Actually, that frog is pretty good. That can snipe off one of those minions, right?
Yeah,
And if Fireflam decides not to kill it, that Houndmaster is gonna get some value. But I don't think Sushi can hold on till turn 8, till the Call of the Wild comes out. I don't think there's time for it, especially with the Doomhammer coming out now.
And the face is the place here for
Definitely.
Fireflam. Sets him on 8 health. Well, doesn't on 10.
Yeah, you
next
definitely.
turn.
Oh, wow, and actually the snipe was on the best minion, so there's like 6 damage on the board of Fireflam, but there's 5 in the hand. Yeah, Sushi has to play it down, so he has to find the Misha from that animal companion. If he doesn't find it, this game is over, and then the score will be 2-1. Oh, he's going for Jaime. Yeah, he's going for the winning play. He wants to taunt it up next turn to have a really big taunt, but you see in the hand of Fireflam the lethal with that Lava Burst.
Yeah, as the Sushi, you have to go for the winning play. You just have to accept that you lose if you don't go for it. And he did. He made the best play to win the game. But, well, it's 2-1. And all the craziness is not over.
Yeah, really well played by Fireflam there. He had an insanely good start, of course, and Sushi didn't have a 1 and 2 drop, so he was already so far behind on turn 3, he couldn't come back from it. He took already so many damage. So, can Fireflam turn this game around? It's 2-1 now, yeah. Now he has that Zoo against Hunter. Also a really good matchup for Fireflam.
Yeah, finds the Argent Squire, finds the Im Gang Boss. Pretty good cards to start with. The Huge Toad.
He's playing that Leroy Jenkins version. I talked a little bit to some pro players, and they were like, "Yeah, Leroy was pretty good in the control meta, since you have a lot of burst against decks like Reno or like Nuzot Paladin. You need that burst to close out those games. But in the a little bit more aggressive meta as it right now. They say like Doomguard is way better because you can make valuable trades. It's way more sticky on the board, and you can also make it played as a tempo play. While Leroy Jenkins can only be played like as a finisher. Yes. Oh wow! And we see in the hand of Sushi already insane start with that Doomsayer. And this was actually the start he was looking for last game. But Sushi is now that Doomsayer into Youthstone into the Animal Companion. And it was actually what Sushi was looking for a little bit earlier. And does Sushi already decide to play that Doomsayer, or does he wait a little bit longer?
Yeah, he goes for Doomsayer. Don't wait, just go for it. Yeah, and he finds, like I said last game, he needs to find that tempo. He needs to find that initiative in the game to win it as a more mid-range deck to this aggressive Zoo. Zoo is a little less aggressive as the Shaman. But yeah, still pressures a lot.
But the problem with Zoo is that those minions are way more sticky on the board. And they can make way better value trades than the Shaman does.
You mean the Gang Boss being played right now? It's such a value card. Gonna get kill command, yeah?
Yeah, really good for Sushi here. Yeah, and if Sushi can hold on till the late game, Hunter can actually win this if they can hold on till the late game when that Call of the Wild's coming out, maybe the high mains. And yeah, Fireflam doesn't have any board yet.
I feel like if you go for Forbidden Healing right now, you can buff it next turn with the Direwolf Alpha, with the Dark Iron Dwarf if you want to. Well, the Wolf is better in that case. But
Fireflam can also decide to be a little bit greedy here and go for like double Knife Juggler, maybe hit the Juggle, and then have an insane board for the next few turns. But it's a little bit greedy though.
Double Juggler. That would be a greedy play. But if it hits...
Yeah, you're so far ahead when it hits. Since you're pretty far behind, he decides to go for Knife Juggler Rituals. Get 2 Juggles, but if both Juggles go phase, but it already hits instantly. And if the Juggle hits a 1-1, yeah, that's pretty good for Sushi though.
But it's just Fireflam looking for a way to get back on the board. And yeah, to find that initiative a little bit. Next turn...
Yeah, this is a pretty difficult turn for Sushi. He wants to quick shield definitely that Knife Juggler. You don't want to leave that one off the board. It gets too much value when it gets too much juggles, but you don't really want to play the Fury Bet into that 1-1. So maybe you have to play quick shield hero power, but you lose so much tempo while you would just build up some tempo in the early game.
Or you could go for Animal Companion, hope that he gets Misha.
Yeah, but then those juggles or even like an abusive sergeant will punish you so ridiculously hard.
Yeah, it does. So yeah, quick shot hero power feels right, but then you give it. Then you also always seem to lose initiative here to Zoo, whatever you do. So yeah, it goes with the quick shot hero power.
I think for Sushi it's just survive from now on. And I think he's gonna hold on to the Fury Bat. It's good to hold on that one mana beast, because when Fireflam decides to go for Dark Councilman, you can go for bet into kill command on the Councilman.
Yeah, that's true. That's that is gonna be a good play. Next turn you can do Animal Companion into hero power. So planning out the turns, all the turns look pretty solid here for Sushi, the upcoming 5 and 6. But looking at Fireflam, he has some options here. He can decide to go for that Dark Iron Dwarf, put a 4/4 on the board, and just Voidwalker, or go for another Knife Juggler as well.
I think you want to flood the board against Hunters as good as possible. They don't run any board clears like Flame Strike or maybe even Consecration like other classes have. So when you flood the board with like Knife Juggler, Direwolf into Voidwalker to protect your Knife Juggler from the bow, it's really hard for the warrior to do for the hunter to deal with that. And if you have a lot of minions on board, you can make better value trades with your buff cards like Iron Dwarf or Abusive, Power Overwhelming, things like that.
So here we go. Void Walk is going to be played, and is going to be Possessed Villager.
Yeah.
Well, it's a little bit stickier. Next turn you can play Direwolf Alpha and the Dark Iron Dwarf, and just keep your wolf safe. to make sure that you get some extra damage in. It's a little bit less mana efficient, but it's a more safe play.
Yeah. And now it's going to be really difficult for Sushi to come back. Yeah, I think he has to go for Garrison Grub into something like Fury Bat, hope for a good juggle on the bat from the bat, but maybe even rolling Misha from the Animal Companion looks pretty good. But if he has to kill Kabata Dive Jiggly here, it's going to be really difficult for him to come back.
And then we go into a 2-2. And the evening gets exciting. Because, yeah, well, he is thinking about that kill command, as we can see. And it's, yeah, it's a hard choice to make here. It's so bad to be so far behind as a hunter. You want to get back into the game, but yeah, kill commanding that knife juggler, playing the bat just to stay alive.
Feels really bad to do this. Oh wow, and there's the Bran. No Argus yet in the hand of Fireflam, but he can decide just to go for Direwolf, Dark Iron Dwarf, and save the Bran maybe for next turn. If he picks up that Argus, he's so far ahead. But next turn, that big lion is coming out. That Savannah High Main.
What is it gonna do? It's just gonna sit there.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, it hits the brand, so he keeps the board, and there's Unleash the Hounds, and wow.
Leok.
Leok would be insane. So,
Leok.
It's Misha.
It's Misha. But still, Unleash is really good here.
Yeah, you can kill the brand.
But do you want to?
Well, if he doesn't, that Dark Iron Dwarf is,
Yeah, but also that Direwolf is really annoying.
yeah.
Because if he clears the Direwolf and Fireflam doesn't have a buff in his hand, he cannot get past that Misha, right? And also he has to invest only 3 wolves instead of all 4.
Yeah, that's true. This might be the way for Sushi to get back into the game if he has a good draw next turn as well. If he gets that Call of the Wild.
Yeah, what Sushi is still on 21 HP. He has card advantage over Fireflam, and also is not really far behind on board. So Sushi's draws are gonna be way better than Fireflam's.
Yeah, that's definitely true. So the Misha is on the board. The Dark Iron Dwarf is gonna make sure that Possessed Villager is gonna trade pretty well, but he has to tap first. See what he gets. And
Do you want to play the Flame Imp into the Bran against the Hunter?
no, you don't.
No, you get 6 damage there. But maybe it's still a good play though. I don't know.
Well, Fireflam goes for it. He's gonna get 6 damage to the face. Thank you, Mr. Bran Bronzebeard, says Sushi.
And now Sushi can maybe go for... Ooh. Yeah, the question is, what do you do here? Do you go for that high main? I think you have to. You're gonna take a lot of damage though, but I think you have to go for the high main and hope you get that Call of the Wild really soon. And still, Fireflam has to be a little bit afraid of his life points. If he doesn't kill that high main, he's gonna take a 6 damage to the face next turn.
Yeah, he has 10. Is there a way for him to deal 11 more?
That Direwolf Alpha gives Fireflam the perfect way to deal with that high main, but he also has to think. I already saw two kill commands. I saw 1 quick shot. There's probably no more burst in the hand of Sushi, so maybe I just go face and set up for lethal.
So you're asking Fireflam. Fireflam, what is the place?
Face is the place.
Alright, so I'm expecting him just to go face, to pressure it, to go for the win. The only question is, do you tap here?
Yeah, that's Fireflam. Fireflam is thinking about it. I think you can tap. You already saw 2 kill commands, 1 quick shot, so you don't have to be really afraid of getting burst down. And you have a proper way of dealing with that high main. So if you just tap,
yeah.
If you tap, you go for the trade on the high main. If you don't tap, you just go full face.
If he has Call of the Wild, you have 2 life left. I think that is what Fireflam is thinking about. Oh,
3 actually. 12
3.
and
Oh yeah.
yeah.
5 and 7. Yeah.
Yeah, and Fireflam decides to go full face here, not to tap.
Yeah, now Sushi has to win, and Harrison Jones is not going to be it. So might maybe find something with King's Alec.
Yeah, he has to find the Houndmaster with the Alec. Is he gonna do it? Is he gonna find it with the Alec? Houndmaster. It was a 4-drop though, but it wasn't the Houndmaster that infested. But is this enough for Sushi? Is he gonna count? It's 4-6. No, it's not enough, and that's the win for firevlam. And he brings it back to 2-2, and we're gonna have a Hunter Mirror match. That's the final match. That's gonna decide who's gonna end up last in this ESL Benelux Championship.
And yeah, I believe I found the other two matches pretty exciting, but there's so much happening in this one as well. It's pretty entertaining. The guys are giving us a great game, and we also have one game left after this one. So don't go anywhere. Stick with us. We're gonna have a Hunter versus Hunter mirror matchup. It's all gonna be about who starts pretty well, finds the Call of the Wild. Great. You're just looking for the right curve here, right? If you curve out, good.
Most of the times, it's the one who curves best wins the Hunter Mirror, because you don't run any board swings, you don't run any tempo swings. It's just Hunter is like the biggest curve stone class in the entire game. It's like if you miss one drop, like the 2 or the 3 drop, and your opponent has it, like the 1, 2, 3, you will probably lose the game instantly. You take too much damage, and then you will be on that Hunter clock with that hero power and the burst. You will not come back from that, even though the Call of the Wild is not going to save you then.
No, it's not, but it's time. We're gonna go into the Hunter versus Hunter mirror, and let's see what the first hands are going to be. It's 2-2, and well, that's Doomsayer.
Oh, wow, firevlam's playing Jogs to run in his Hunter. Is he playing that lock and load Hunter?
This could be exciting.
Yeah.
There's and a bear trap as well.
Yeah, from Sushi. Wow. You don't see that card very often anymore. But the fun thing with the Hunter class is that when you see a lot of traps, it's most of the time who's going to be first to change that around. So when you see a lot of freezing traps, people play around freezing trap. When you see a lot of explosive, people play around. But if you're the first one who changes it to a bear trap or a snake trap, people play around it wrongly, and then you get value out of it. So it's always changing every single week. So what traps are gonna get played?
So yeah, looking at the 80 firevlam's hand, it's not curving out that well.
No, it's really horrible. And as we look at the hand of Sushi, it's like the 1 and 2 already. Yeah, firevlam cannot do anything here. Yeah, he can quick shot that fire back. I think he even have to do it. Otherwise, he's getting too far behind. If you skip this turn, Sushi will play the Toad, and then that quickshot will be sitting in your hand for the rest of the game.
Yeah, because on turn 3, you now have Animal Companion. Yeah, he's going for it. Just taking 1 damage to the face. It feels so bad. But yeah, we have to see. The Sushi draws into a 3-drop. Well, the Bear Trap is also okay, because you have it spawns a 3/3 and it keeps you tempo, but Deadly Shot. So
yeah, firevlam has to roll that Misha or Leok here to not get behind. And there's the Leok, but if the juggle hits on that Leok, he has a... Ooh, but he can even roll Leok himself, actually.
Leok, Misha, and even Uffer, they're all great. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, they're all great for Sushi, yeah.
Yeah, so Animal Companion seems...
I still think Misha is the best, actually. If he rolls Misha, it's really hard for firevlam to deal with that. Maybe he even has to waste his Hunter's Mark. And even then he loses tempo again. But if we see in the hand of Sushi, he plays Ragnaros in his Hunter. But he doesn't have a 4, 5, or 6 drop either. So firevlam can still come back in this game if Sushi doesn't pick up his drops. He was already pretty lucky by picking up that Animal Companion on curve.
Yeah. I don't see any other option here than just play the Animal Companion. Yeah, you can kill command seems such a waste on the Leok here.
Yeah, kill command is not necessary here. You want to say that kill command for something bigger, especially when you have that Animal Companion. What?
Wow.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
And now that Deadly Shot can do some work, or even the Hunter's Mark. But it's
This is... I don't know this play, man.
Maybe you want to go like something like Bear Trap into Animal Companion.
Yeah, maybe he wants to play that Animal Companion on an empty board. Reset the board again, since he couldn't make any profitable plays. But I still think that Animal Companion was really, really good there. He had like all the 3 rolls were good.
Yeah.
I don't know. And now he's wasting his minions. And if firevlam finds a proper way of dealing with a Doomsayer, firevlam must be like, if the juggle hits on the Leok and I play Deadly Shot, I'm behind again. But if the juggle doesn't hit the frog...
So yeah, Hunter's Mark on the Doomsayer is too big of an investment, because then you cannot kill the frog.
Yeah, what you can do is Hunter's Mark the Doomsayer and then kill command the frog. At least you have tempo then. Yeah, he's going for it. Most of the time this matchup is getting is won by the guy who has the most tempo.
Yeah.
And firevlam is definitely going for the tempo player. Oh, there's the Call of the Wild.
Yeah, but Call of the Wild, yeah, if you keep the coin, that's good. Now with Bear Trap and Animal Companion, or might even think about kill commanding that Leok and playing the Bear Trap. Even as coin.
I think Sushi made it really awkward for himself by not playing the Animal Companion last turn. He literally gave up all the tempo he had. And now he gave away the tempo to firevlam. Now he's coming back with the Drake. And next turn he has a lot of good cards with a bow and a Mestia. And on the hand is even a spell that deals damage, and that's buffed by the Drake. And Sushi needs to roll Hover now.
Yeah, he needs Hover, but he gets Misha and that bow, and even a Deadly Shot is gonna deal with it.
Pretty good actually.
Yeah, Deadly Shot into
bow? Yeah, that's actually not that bad. But you can also go for like Deadly Shot into on the Hunt Hero Power. But I think you want to develop the bow, especially when you have 2 bows in your hand. You want to go for it. And even if firevlam plays around Bear Trap, then he's a god. When he goes for like Deadly Shot, goes face with the Drake, and then trade the Bear Trap away with the bow, that would be insane. But firevlam... Yeah, most of the time it's Freezing Trap, so I think firevlam is playing around that Freezing Trap here.
Question is, what is... Yeah, so that means that you first hit the face of Sushi with that Eagle Horn bow instead of the Drake, and then you need to trade the Drake into that one. Yeah, that seems that possibility. So, yeah. So, going for the massive here.
Oh, wow. He's trading, and he's not attacking us. And what we say, like, firevlam not attacking here because he's thinking it's Freezing Trap, but Sushi is bluffing him away with that Bear Trap. And now, what he actually can do is go for like Infested. No, I think you go for Rhino here. Trade away that 1/1.
Yeah,
and
make
it looks,
it,
yeah.
Because now you know that firevlam is expecting Freezing Trap, so if you can take away that 1/1, you say to him, well, yeah, it's Freeze Trap, you were right. But you can keep the bluffing game going. That's also, I believe, a fun part of Hearthstone. The secrets give such a nice dynamic to the game, because you never know for sure what it is.
Yeah, and the good thing about the play of Tundra Rhino is firevlam has to kill it, so he has to Deadly Shot it if he doesn't want to trade the Drake into it. Oh, what?
An Elise Starseeker. This
is this Reno? Is this Reno Hunter? Since I don't think you play Elise in any other Hunter list, right?
No, well, we see 2 bows, so it's it's not a one-off deck.
Well, why would you play Elise Starseeker in a Hunter? That's like, there's no way you're gonna get to late game, right? And Hunter is supposed to counter decks like Priest and Control Warrior. So I don't know why you would play Elise Starseeker in a deck like this.
Is it a good tempo play?
Then you can better play a Yeti, right? That's the 4/5 instead of a 3/5.
Yeah, but then you get a card for card draw cycle.
No,
And a monkey. Maybe you get a monkey as a taunt. I have no idea.
no, me neither. And Fireflam must be like, oh my god, what is Sushi doing to me? That freezing trap is gonna kill me, but he doesn't know it's a bear trap though. He's going for the deadly shot into the lead stars again. And is he gonna attack with the weapon? I think you go for it. You keep it because you want to play the Call of the Wild next turn. And it's so fun that he still didn't attack with the Drake. And now Sushi's gonna play Wreck or Call of the Wild.
He's going to play the rag because he saw the deadly shot. And,
Yeah, I already saw one, right? Yeah. And then his Call of the Wild will probably make the tempo swing. And thus
if it goes face though, but
Yeah.
it goes on Elise.
really good one. Yeah, now Call of the Wild's coming out for Fireflam. But does he decide to kill that Drag? Yeah, I think he has to, but he's still thinking there's that freezing trap on the board. So still Fireflam, maybe he has to face tank it with his weapon. I think you just check it out with your Call of the Wild. Just play Call.
Yeah, Call of the Wild, and then you go use the Drake to go face. No, Drake into rag. And now he
Now
knows
he's like,
it's bear
what?
trap.
What?
Or explosive trap. So now he's thinking about Huffer. Like, oh my
Yeah.
god, is it explosive trap?
Yeah. Oh. Fireflam was like, what's happening? If he finds out that it's bear trap, he must be so mad. Because
Yes,
he played around it so wrong for 4 turns in a row now. But he couldn't know. Like, it's most likely that it's gonna be a freezing trap. Yeah, and now he's taking 8 damage to the face. And he's not attacking because he's thinking it's explosive trap now. That's so amazing.
So yeah, Call of the Wild gonna come down here for Sushi as well, and he's gonna clear Misha with that Huffer, and that trap is gonna make all the difference. It's gonna be the tempo swing that Sushi needs to finish off this game. He's well ahead into life total, and Fireflam has to draw into something. He puts the golden monkey into the deck and draws.
Maybe that jogs around can be the tempo swing Fireflam was looking for, and maybe it can be some heal from him. Maybe an armor up, like for a shield block or something like that.
So
Does he attack face? No, he's gonna clear. I think you just go for Doomsayer here. You don't want your opponent to develop anything. I guess, at least.
Well,
Otherwise that Doomsayer is gonna stick in your hand for the rest of the game. And you really want to play that jogs around next turn.
one thing I know for sure is that Joxeron is going to be the end of this match, and I believe that is a great way to end it. But the question is, how fast are we getting that one?
I don't know. I think you have to play Jog. And if that Jog is going to be good for him, he wins the game. But if it's going to be a bad Jog, he loses instantly. He's still scared for the explosive trap. Yeah, and there we go. Ooh, Helmmaster is actually really good, especially with an infested wolf. Also Death Rattle, so even if he clears that, there are still 2 1/1s coming out of it. Leaving him with some minions.
You could even taunt the Fury Bat.
You just... nah.
No,
Yeah, he's thinking about it because he wants to hero power every turn, probably. Since he wants to kill Fireflam at least in 6 turns.
So yeah, then you have you don't want to play the deadly shot
Nah,
if
definitely.
you're expecting a rag or something
Yeah,
else.
you're not really playing around Jogs, Ron, are you?
I don't think you are, but
But when you see an Elite Star Seeker in a Hunter deck, what's no Reno, you can expect actually everything. Yeah, this is the play he's going for. Infested Wolf and then Deadly Shot.
Pyroblast to the face. Joxeron, here he comes.
Triple oh, the Golden Monkey!
Oh man.
Are there any legendaries that can heal you insane?
Tree of Life is not it.
No, that's not even a minion.
Not even a minion, no. But it could be. No, you have living trees in the World of Warcraft, but Let me think. Is there something that... Well,
Just go
there
for
we
Jox.
go. Joxeron gives us
Ice barrier.
Wow, inner fire. Leon
No,
has...
is it on him? No, he used the opponent.
So there's another secret.
Oh,
Fire blast on his own.
not in our face. Double pyroblast. Unleash. That was it. Do some 2 pyroblast. This fire flame, his heartbeat must be like. Wow.
This is production to the max. I'm having 3 secrets here. I have a paladin, a mage, and a hunter secret.
But that double pyroblast. Oh my god. No, don't attack Sushi. You will give him 8 health.
No, it's a noble sacrifice first.
Oh yeah! So you won't get the health. That's ridiculous, right?
Yeah, so no paladin is gone. But he also has snipe, I believe. Yeah, he has snipe. So if he plays a minion, it gets instantly killed.
Oh, this is such a ridiculous game. Yeah, if Sushi doesn't attack, he can still win, but...
Yeah, but if he
what a
plays
game.
the wolf right now, it gets killed.
But that double pyroblast, are you kidding me? If that one of those pyroblasts went to the own phase of fire flam, then he must be like, oh my god. That was one of the sickest jogs I've ever seen. And now Sushi's going. And maybe he's playing around Mirror Entity too. No, he isn't.
So there's snipe.
He was scared. I go, is there a Mirror Entity? No, there's... Oh, he roped out.
He did?
Yeah, he didn't.
Wow.
He wanted to play the Houndmaster on the 1-1. Or at least he wanted to play it on the... But wow! Sushi must be like, no, what just happened? And now Fireflam has a full hand of minions.
So
Or
do you
cards.
go unleash into Golden Monkey here?
That Golden Monkey seems actually pretty
Well,
good.
If
because
you go...
it's tanked.
Yeah, and if you go unleash, you can clear... No, you can...
But there's still that kill command in the deck of Sushi. So if he picks up kill command, he wins the game. And there's still some quick shots maybe. And Fireflame is still thinking about that explosive trap is still there. But it's beer trap.
Yeah,
And Fireflame's like, yeah, I cannot really attack his face because I will die.
now he's doing it, and then he can
Yeah.
do unleash, quick shot, and Golden Monkey.
Now he's like, oh, just beer trap all that time. What did I do?
Yeah.
And then Power Shell is also pretty good.
Even Hunter's Mark? Oh, power shot, yeah.
Now he sets up for lethal actually for next turn.
Wow, and could Fireflam win this game? In the end, he
Whoa,
finds another jog.
He has to go for it, right? Oh wow, there's the Hymen with the taunt.
What is this game even?
He has to go for it, right? Otherwise he dies.
Are we
Yeah.
gonna see? Are we gonna see Deathwing next?
No, I think he has to go for Joxron. Please do it, Fireflam. Please. Do it for me.
So Sushi is waiting with his Fury Bat to draw into his, but he used 2 kill commands, I believe.
No, only one. I'm using a tracker, so he only used one.
Okay,
kick mark.
all right. Only used 1. That's good to know. Cause how much cards does he even have?
15.
15.
So it's a 150 check, but I think he... Oh, Ram Shield! Both Ram Shield. Whenever he... That's 9 health for Fireflam.
And he also has a secret left. So
But I think... I still think... It's the last game of the season. They play for nothing anymore. I think he has to go for Joxeron, right? No, he's hovering over.
I was like, he's going for it as well.
Come on, Fireflam. He
Some
must be
entertainment,
thinking at least
please.
about- He must be thinking about it, right? He must be
Yeah.
like, do I play the YOLO Sharon?
This game is getting even better and better. All right. I believe the best play would be both.
Yeah, definitely.
But the most entertaining play would be Jog.
Come on, Fireflam, don't let us down. Come on,
Might
go for
even go for
Jog.
Tyrion.
Come on, go for Jog. Yeah, he doesn't go for Jog, otherwise he's roping out.
Yeah.
Ah, Fireflame, what are you doing to us? Oh, he's going for Tyrion?
Tyrion, yeah.
Wow, and now he gives Sushi an opportunity to get back in this game. Boy, that's really weird, right?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you play Wolfram Shield?
Oh, man, I was like, oh, this is it. But it's not.
But the
This
fun
is gonna
thing
be
is,
game.
if he trades the monkey away, Fireflame doesn't have lethal yet.
No, he doesn't. That's true.
Huh? That's so weird played.
And the huge toad.
And you don't.
Yeah,
you play the bat too now, because when you draw the kill command, it's still lethal.
Yeah, but he can clear both, right? Oh yeah, of course.
It
Yeah,
doesn't matter, yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter right now. So yeah, you can play the fear bat. So why is he saying well played?
Jirax is lethal.
What? Jirax, this has been the craziest game of all season, and we still have a match to go.
What a game here! But I still think Fireflame should have gone for that Joxera. But what a game was this!